This is Method Man of the mighty Wu-Tang Clan. Chillin'. Jalen and Jacoby, man. They gave these dudes a show.
It is Friday, and he is Jalen Rose.
What up, duh?
I'm still David Jacoby.
And on the cool check-in.
Together we're Jalen Jacoby. What is it that we do?
We give the people what they want.
Today we're going to start off by discussing the NBA giving the people what they want, and that is competitive basketball. There's been a lot of discussion about whether or not the NBA will come back and exactly how, and we'll explore that. And we start where the NBA always starts, with LeBron James. Here's what he tweeted after there were some rumors that some executives did not want the season to come back. He said that's not true, absolutely not true. Nobody I know is saying anything like that, and he looks forward to getting the season going as soon as it is safe. Now, there's a lot that comes with that, Jalen, but what do you think about LeBron James and his position with the Lakers saying, wait, what do you mean we're not going to finish the season?
There's a rumor being spread about me and the crew, about something we did or supposed to do. LeBron on his Houdini, like, I don't care what anybody talking about, we finishing this season. Best record in the West, coming off a weekend where they beat not only the Bucks, but they beat the Clippers as well. Was playing as well as they had all season. He's arguably this season's MVP, leading the league in assists this season. Anthony Davis is a better three-point shooter this season and has been balling at an all-NBA level, is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year this season. And it's number 17. Oh, he's trying to find a way to finish this year, especially if it's abbreviated and he's going to be out there fresh.
Oh, absolutely. He didn't end his final streak and go through what he went through last year. Remember all the rumors and the trade, and then do all of that to get Anthony Davis, to get the best record in the Western Conference, just to sort of say, you know what, let's just pass on this season. We'll see you guys in the late fall. I don't think that's going to happen, but there is a lot of hurdles in the way of the NBA in order to play competitive basketball. And there was an interesting article today written by our colleagues, Bontoms and Wendy, and they detailed sort of some of the things that would have to happen. Now, there's a lot of variables in this, but we'll sort of break it down quickly. They need a lot of testing. It's about 15,000 tests. They need the remaining schedule to be played in a bubble. Could take as much as 3 months, but that's the regular season involved. I don't think that'll happen. You know, it's going to take a lot of people to get this done as well. And, you know, that we've heard them rumored talk about Las Vegas and potentially talking about, you know, Disney World. You need officials. You need people to do television. So they say even just to support this NBA bubble, they're going to need about 300 or 400 people in support of that. Now, Jalen, taking this into account, it's not just about getting a gym and getting 10 guys in there. Do you think this is going to happen this summer?
I think some states have gotten it wrong and opened itself up back way too soon. But as the projections continue to happen and the restrictions loosen, I believe at some point over the summer, Jacoby, there will be NBA basketball. And not only for those in the league to try to determine the champion, but just for humanity and what that would do to so many people right now in the climate where people are getting laid off, filing for unemployment, our stock market and our fiscal responsibilities are going to be so very challenged going forward. So to have that entertainment for so many people is going to be great, to see their favorite teams, their favorite players, and see a champion get determined. So I know Adam Silver's the best in the business, and if a league can get it done, it will be the NBA. But we are a long way from making that happen. And do not anticipate under any circumstance this year that there will be fans in the stands.
Oh, no. I think that's definitely out the window at this point. But I think that they will complete the season. I think Adam Silver has said on Wax that he wants to sort of name a champion, you know, because I think that would make the most sense. And then you start later next season, 2021. Obviously, won't be the last time we discuss the NBA sort of bringing back competitive basketball to a television screen. But this might be the last time that you see us on your television screen, because next is the Don't Get Fired topic of the day.
And now, the Don't Get Fired topic of the day.
Now, Jalen, remember, All it takes is one phone call, and we are off the air. I just want to preface this by saying that. Now, you infamously, early on during the quarantine, argued that gentlemen's clubs were essential businesses. That was one of the more insane things you've ever said on this program in 9 years.
All facts.
Well, there is a gentlemen's club in Portland that is offering a sort of adjusted experience during this quarantine period. They're offering drive-up experiences where you get a meal and you also get a little pole dance just from your server. Jalen Rose. It's about $30. You get a meal and one song of a pole dance in Portland. Will you be road tripping with me to this experience in Oregon?
That's dope. We need more of that across the country. And like I've told you, I feel like that entertainment, like I just said with the NBA, is essential. Anytime you can go get a meal and get some entertainment on a pole without getting out of the car, and it's only $30, man, please. That's how much plane tickets are to fly across the country these days. Let's make that happen.
I feel like the price point is too low. It's like $1 slice or like $1 taco. Like, I want to pay more than $30. That tells me that the food's not going to be that good. The enthusiasm and the performance isn't going to be that high. Like I want to pay more for that experience to get a higher quality experience. And I saw in that Photoshop you were eating lobster. I would not. Again, this is a public service announcement. I would not eat shellfish from a strip club. When we come back, Steve Kerr said Jalen Rose and the Pacers scared the Bulls more than any other team. We'll break that down right after this. Welcome back to Jalen Jacoby, brought to you our partners at Chase and Heineken. Jalen, it is Friday. Not only does that mean the weekend, that means we are getting closer to Sunday night on ESPN when we get episodes 5 and 6 of The Last Dance. And right after The Last Dance concludes, make sure you tune into the after show with Jalen and Jacoby and the director of the documentary, Jason Ayer, live on all ESPN platforms. Now, Jalen, eventually we're going to hear the story of your Pistons taking these Bulls to a Game 7 in Chicago. And Steve Kerr, who was on that team, had this to say about your Pacers. That was the scariest game we ever faced. Jalen, are you surprised to hear that your Pacers, who pushed this team to a Game 7, was the scariest game that they ever faced as a team?
I think there was two distinct reasons. And by the way, it wasn't because of me. I was just a bug on the windshield.
No.
It was because of Reggie and Mark and Rick the Ruler and the Davis brothers being physical and Travis Best and all of those guys that was playing quality minutes. I was just happy to be there. But you ain't going to put Joe Bushler on me, though. You ain't going to do that.
That's going to be a bucket.
And so the two things are, one, they had never gone to a Game 7 the previous times they won championships. And the second thing was that was the end. It was a culmination. They knew Scotty was going to get paid. They knew Phil wasn't going to come back. For a lot of people that don't remember, Dennis Rodman wasn't a starter in that series. Tony Kukoc was up front with Scottie Pippen and Luke Longley. And so I understand that we were a team that played them in the regular season. It was 5-5 split. How about that? Playing your guys in your division that many times, 5 times. That creates something. And then playing them 6 times in the playoffs with that Game 7 on their home floor and having that black cat. Man,
let me tell you
we
something,
could have broke
Jalen.
up their second three-peat.
Zach Lowe wrote a great article about this, and in the article he mentioned that you were upset that you didn't see more time, especially in the fourth quarter, which is just very, very much what I experience every day working with you. But if you look at these numbers, see, Jordan is 9 for 25 from the floor. You're 3 for 4 in 16 minutes. Per 48, you're a better Game 7 performer than Michael Jordan. Like, that's a fact. So Michael Jordan, I will give you this. Michael Jordan had a better career than you, but when it matters in Game 7s, you're just a better, more efficient, higher volume scorer than Michael Jordan. It's a fact. That's just math. It's just that you can't. It's indisputable math. Now, not only has The Last Dance allowed us to reveal this fact about Jalen being a better Game 7 performer than Michael Jordan. It has also allowed us to relive the rivalry between the Bad Boys and the Bulls, which we focused on last Sunday in The Last Dance. And we focused on one moment where the Detroit Pistons did not shake the Bulls' hand. And Larry Bird, your coach, not only on that Pacers team, but very much a part of the 80s rivalries in the NBA, said this, quote, "I didn't shake hands when we lost to the Lakers. I never shook hands. When the Lakers and Celtics played, we didn't shake hands. When I first got to play against Magic, there was a hate factor there." Now, Jalen, to hear Larry say this and to sort of show some clips of the Celtics kind of sort of doing the same thing the Pistons did, do you think the Pistons' reputation is not as earned as people take it for not shaking the Bulls' hand?
Well, it was earned because there were a lot of physical teams in the league and squads giving hard fouls. They just weren't as good at it. As far as not shaking hands, here's the distinction. Today's game has no physical intimidation. So therefore, we're going to play as hard as we can. We're going to dribble, pass, and shoot. You have more points than me. All good. Dap up. Let's exchange jerseys, and I'll see you soon. And I might even join your squad after this playoff. When there's physicality and it's more than just a score, when people are actually exchanging blows and hard fouls, that changes the dynamics of a relationship. And so it was normal for squads not to shake hands. It's just that continued to foster an image of the Bad Boys that the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan already knew that we needed to kind of fight against. But at the same time, we embraced it. Like I said, all of us was right in that line with them, walking off the floor and not shaking hands.
You loved it when they didn't shake hands. You loved it so much. You really did. And Jalen, Mike Tyson might get back in the ring. We might not have seen our last Mike Tyson fight. We will give you the details right after this.
You got to give the people